and it's my honor to stand here with our federal and local law enforcement partners to announce a dangerous drug ring operating in Sullivan County has been dismantled. On March 9th and 10th, law enforcement arrested 27 individuals on drug and conspiracy charges for their involvement in the operation. Also seized were hundreds of grams of cocaine, crack cocaine, and heroin, along with weapons, vehicles, and thousands of dollars in cash. The New York State Police is proud to have worked together with our federal and local partners on this operation. The individuals arrested and charged are responsible for bringing a large amount of cocaine and heroin into Sullivan County. For months, law enforcement has been working this case and gathering the intelligence needed to bring this operation to a halt. Law enforcement has been conducting surveillance, investigating each. Cocaine and heroin are not just a big city problem. We've encountered these drugs in communities in every region of New York State, from urban to suburban to rural, from downstate to upstate. These drugs do not discriminate. Teens, grandparents, white collar, blue collar, single or married with children. Our members have encountered users from all backgrounds. By getting these drugs off the streets, we're preventing crimes, preventing more addiction, and saving lives. Think for a moment how many lives would have been impacted by the drugs seized in this case, or the drugs these individuals would have continued to sell. The state police remain committed to working with our partners in law enforcement to identify dealers, put them out of business, and to send a clear message to anyone dealing these dangerous and deadly drugs. You will be found.
About 75,000 people, but we have our fair share of problems, and we need the assistance of the New York State Police, and we thank them for being here and being part and leading this successful investigation. I want to thank all of the local police departments. I want to thank the Village of Monticello Police, led by Chief Meir, who is here today, for his commitment to this investigation. The Village of Liberty Police, led by Chief Scott Kinney, for his commitment to this particular investigation. The Town of Fallsburg Police Chief, Simi Williams, and his department for, again, his commitment to this and his department's commitment to this investigation. The Sullivan County Sheriff's Office, our sheriff is here as well, Sheriff Mike Schiff, for his commitment from his staff and his office to this investigation. All of the local agencies are invested in what happens here, and that is a good thing, because that is the way we put together success. As the Chief Law Enforcement Officer of Sullivan County, my most serious concern, folks, and my most important focus when I think about what I need to do is to protect the citizens of this county. And I will commit to the citizens of this county that I'm going to use every resource that I can, every single one. Our successful local, county, state, and federal partnerships that started with the last takedown will continue unabated. We will continue to investigate, as the Major said. We will continue to target. We will continue to arrest, prosecute, disrupt, and dismantle these types of organizations in Sullivan County. Thank you again. Thank you for my law enforcement partners in this. And now I turn this over to the Special Agent Charge again. Charged at the head of that conspiracy is Jose Marta. He was found to be in possession, and we seized approximately 70 grams of cocaine from him, also a vehicle, and $17,000 in United States currency, which we allege is proceeds of his part in this criminal conspiracy to distribute cocaine. He was charged with criminal possession of a controlled substance in the first degree, Class A1 felony, and conspiracy in the second degree. Robert and Simona Ballard were also arrested as part of this conspiracy. They now have been additionally charged. They were charged previously, where they were found in possession of approximately 307 grams of cocaine, again a significant quantity, and 46 grams of heroin. 2 loaded handguns were seized from a search of their home. Those charges were filed earlier. They were arrested earlier. They've now been charged as part of this particular conspiracy, conspiring with, led by our New York State Police Community Narcotics Enforcement Team, who worked tirelessly to bring these folks to justice and culminating in the arrests. But you can see the Village of Monticello Police, the DEA, our Bureau of Fire was assisting us in this case, the Department of Justice, the Southern District of New York, the Liberty Police, my office, the Town of Fallsburg Police, the Middletown Police down in Orange County, the FBI, the Sheriff's Office here, led by our Sheriff, and the State Police. And Operation Betrayal was brought to a conclusion in terms of our investigation yesterday and the day before, and we have put out of business 2 significant cocaine and heroin trafficking organizations that were operating here in Sullivan County. The individuals that were arrested yesterday, the day before, are accused of conspiring to distribute significant quantities of heroin, crack cocaine, lives. They rip apart families, and they fuel a cycle of violence in our communities that threatens our safety and security. And routinely in law enforcement, we see the intersection of violence and the distribution of the drugs that we have seized in this particular case. And this investigation, I believe, and I believe my law enforcement partners agree with me, will make our county safer. Again, this was a team effort, no doubt about it. Combining resources, intelligence, manpower of all these various different levels of law enforcement and agencies to focus on this particular problem in our county is an effective and smart way to combat crime. And we can see the results today that can be obtained by collaboration, cooperation, and coordination between all of our law enforcement agencies at all levels and prosecutors at all levels. We want to talk about some of the